Bienvenido, welcome, I'm Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tourist. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. You know, I love doing my dailies. You know, I get up early, usually have some breakfast, like spend time with my family. It's actually, excuse the noise outside, they are doing some yard work around where I live. So if you do hear a little bit of like I think it's like a weed whacker or something. If you hear that, just ignore it. Sorry, guys. But either way, we're going to continue working on this wonderful piece of Mr. Ghost as an Ori from my game. If you don't know, I am working on an action-adventure video game. So you go island to island helping people and creatures, and the creatures help you out too. Hey, Flopix, Colossal, and OG Mr. Ghost. Glad to have you guys in here. You know what I'm going to say? I want to see those 3 emojis, okay? 1, 2, 3 emojis describing how your day has been, like something you're excited about, this something that's on your mind. I want to see it, and I want to try to guess. And if I get it right, you're like, hey, nice, spot on, Oni. If not, you're like, oh, that's not even close. But you don't even have to tell me if, like, what it is. Hey, breakfast, welcome back. I might not be able to tell fast enough. Hey, Colossus. Like, I don't know what's going on. I mean, if it's an actual emergency, you wouldn't be hitting up a stream. Just saying, Colossus. So I'd rather not play like that. You know, I know you're like messing around, stuff like that. But if it's an actual emergency, you wouldn't be in a stream. Hey, Flopix. What's wrong? Oh no, you're just talking to Colossus. But no, let's continue working on this piece, right? I know Mr. Ghost wanted those colors, right? He wanted the red, the white, no, the red, the yellow, and the red. So we're gonna see where we're gonna add those in. The sound of ringing would alert. Well, I mean, still though, Colossus, there are texting services and stuff like for emergencies. So going to a stream, an art stream, doesn't really make sense. You know, I'm just saying. I'm not a big fan of pretending that there's an emergency. You know, just like that's just like it's not my way of playing. Like I like playing around and messing around, but stuff like that, it's like I'm not a big fan of that. Just because it's like I know like that actually does happen to real people. So let's see. Ooh, let's see. OG Mr. Ghost coming soon. What did you post on the Discord? Oh, I see a little blurry. Can you look? I just saw it. I opened it up and I see you sent me something. You blurred it out. I was like, oh, okay. A little sneak peek. Are you gonna like slowly unblur it for me or no? You know what I mean? But no, I am going to continue working on this. On whatever. Yeah, I know, like good luck, Colossus. I mean, like I don't know what game you're playing. If it was an actual emergency, I mean, hopefully it's not an actual emergency. If it is, then you should message an actual emergency services. You know what I mean? Messaging an art stream doesn't really make sense. Hey, Ripper, welcome in. You know, but like I said, I'm going to continue working on this guy. Oh, I do remember there was something off. I messed up. Wait, huh? Whoa, wait, what is going on? Wait, where's the... There it is. I was like, what is going on? Okay, it was this layer. How you think I know how it is? Yeah, I mean, like it looks like Oni Boi when I looked at it. You know what I mean? It looks like Oni Boi, like my guy, but it's just the orange and the green. But let's see. I'm gonna go into here, right? I don't know why there's a little line here. I don't remember doing this, but I must have done it just like talking. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't paying attention. I must have just like drawn it on accident. I feel like I did see it when I was wrapping up yesterday. And I was like, oh, we're wrapping up. Let's say, oh, Jim, I will show you the model after you finish the drawing. As a gift. Oh, you don't have to give me a gift, but that's very nice of you, OG Mr. Ghost. You know what I mean? That's very nice. Thank you. All right, now we have these. We can actually start doing the colors. So, okay, so you want to use, do you want to do the flag colors on both of them as like a linked color palette? You know what I mean? Or do you want to go more into your character? Because I know you said you wanted to use them, which I think is cool. It's cool to use the colors. But I'm curious how you want to use it exactly. Do you want Shadow to mainly be the red? You know, mainly red, and then like maybe we could do like blue for the hair and yellow for the eyes, or we could do like yellow for the hair and blue for the eyes if you want. If you want like that direction. Let's do more into my character. And yes, keep Shadow red. Yeah, just keep him red. All red, and just like the eyes would be different. Okay. We could probably do like a multicolor on the eyes. Not the eyes, the eyes actually. We could do like a dual color. That's what I'm thinking what we could do with that. Oh, and I didn't get last time, right? I was asking you. Because like, I was asking about the types. Make the evolution eyes red. Okay, so the eyes will be red in the evolved version. But no, I was gonna ask you, Mr. Ghost. So you mentioned you like the metal type, but my evos are always changed. So which is metal, which is what? So is this one the metal type, or is this the metal type? Because they never stay the same. When they evolve, they always change into a different type. That's just how my game works. So I know last time he was like, oh, I really like metal and fire. Those are the two. So who's who? Small one, water. Oh, okay. So this is water into metal. Okay, I like that. Big one, metal. Okay, yeah, I'm down with that. The water, and then metal. That sounds good. So I'm gonna just like mark it, just so I know, right? Water. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. I just want to mark it. So it's like 1 and 2. Just like to have it in mind, I was thinking. So it goes from 1 into 2. Which works. It is actually exactly the same typing as Jamito into Pasteleo. So they're literally the same. They go from water into metal. Which is kind of funny. Okay, let's do that. And another one. Nope. And in between the legs or the fins or whatever. And this one I actually just selected perfectly. I didn't have to worry about that one. Maybe skin low. What do you mean maybe skin? The skins? Oh, like a skin. Well, it wouldn't work the same. They're very different. You know what I mean? Because Jamito is like a snake. Like the body type is more of a snake. Where yours is a fish. And then this body type is a 6-limb, where Pasteleon is a 4-limb. So it wouldn't work just because like fundamentally the way they're designed. Like this guy is closer to the crab. To this guy, like mechanically, in like the actual game, he's closer to this thing than to the lion. You know, because this has 6 limbs. It's just the way how the animations work in 3D. Ripper. Also, I finished my character design for my new game. Ooh, nice. Wait, you finished like all of the characters? How many characters are you thinking? Because you said you're doing a fighting game. So how many are you going for? Are you doing like a smaller roster, like 6, or are you going like a much larger? Where like most games, I feel like it's like 6 is like the very small. Then it's like 12. Then like 24 is about like the normal amount. And oh, you're doing like 16? Yeah, okay, that's a good number. That's what I was gonna say. It's like 6, 12, 24, and then you see like those big rosters where they go like the 48 and like up. Where like some games have like huge numbers. I'm like, Jesus. Like it's cool, especially in the type of game, like depending on the type of game. But 16 is a solid number. That's like that's a pretty good number for a wait, for a fighting game. You know, and like, what are you doing with it? Are you doing, since you said yours is like a top down, right? Like a Brawl Stars. So yours is top down. So are you doing, what are you gonna go a little more focused in? Are you a little more into like melee, more into range? Because Brawl Stars is very ranged. Almost everybody has like different range. OG Mr. Ghost, my game, has 10 original characters. So far, 2 YouTube characters. Oh, nice. And like, what is going to be your total also, Mr. Ghost? Yours is a very different game. Yours is an RPG. So RPGs, it can go like very small to like a lot. Like Pokemon. Pokemon has like 1,000, more than 1,000. You know? But then like there's other RPGs like, what's it called? Like Final Fantasy. They have very little. Let's do that. Oops. Did I not invert it? That's why. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Did I not? Oh my God. I did it the wrong way. That's so embarrassing. I was supposed to do this. Wait, let's go back. Let's go back. Let me invert it. Wait, why is it not inverted? Hold up. I'm like looking at this. This is very odd. You know, I must have messed up on like a phase. Hold on. Let's do this again. Select that. Select that. This is all good. Invert it. There we go. It was just really bad. The characters are Minecraft YouTubers. Oh, very cool. OG Mr. Ghost. So, in YouTube, they want to be in my game after I realize the full game I'll be getting them after story mode. That's cool. I like it. So it's going to be like an add-on. But no, like how many you think in total? You know, so using this to 12, the 10, and then the 2 YouTubers. Every character before that will be a story. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Story characters, Ripper, maybe Yaru. 20 total. That's not bad. Like that's like a good amount, especially if it's like very like a lot of things going on. Are they all gonna be unique? Where like you need particular ones for different puzzles? If so, that's gonna be very difficult. Or are they more like categories? More like, okay, there's like 6 categories. There's, I don't know, like 3 options for this category, 3 for this, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or like 5 categories will be a better number. 5 and 4. So it'll be like 4 for each category. So you have a nice variety. I have 20. Okay, you're gonna have 20. Okay, cool. So let's see. I was going to this, right? Now we could, okay. Obviously, it's not gonna stay. This is just the flat. Now we can actually start the coloring. Okay, so what I'm thinking for this guy, right? He's not gonna just be, you know, red. He has like other colors too. Let's do this. And I want to, let's do that. I'm gonna like make it like smaller just so I can see it for a moment, briefly. I think I will use the dark colors. Right, we're gonna use these dark colors a bit. Oh. I was like, no, I did something wrong again. Wait a minute, what is going on? There we go. Oh my God, I'm just like, I put the layers wrong. I was like, what's going on? It's the layers were all off. There we go. Perfect. That's what I wanted. I wanted like that dark, the dark bit. We could make this blue instead. I have to do 3 maps. Why only 3? Why only 3 maps? That seems very limited. You know, that seems like a very small amount for a game. Depending on the game, but it feels very small. Especially if it's like a game, like a fighting game, you're gonna be there a lot. So you want like a nice variety. I think. Doesn't have to be, but I'm a big fan of nice variety. Because I don't have the time to make more. No, I get you. I was just asking if there's any particular reason. You just like, you feel comfortable with the 3. I get you. Something like this, right? I'm gonna like make it sharpen that a little bit. I don't. Actually, I'll probably blend these now that I think about it. I was like doing this. I'm like, actually, I shouldn't be stressing about how clean this looks. I'm gonna blend it in a little bit. You know, we're gonna blend this up. There we go. But I will release another map and new game mode. Okay, nice. So what game mode are you just thinking like? Are you doing like 3v3s, 2v2s, 1v1 duels? Like what are you doing, Ripper? Are you doing like 5v5s? 5v5s can be like pretty cool. Those can be fun. Like what's the direction you're going with this? Because like fighting games, like that's, I mentioned before, that was one of those things I really wanted to do. I thought about doing it. I still have the idea like of what I'm going to do, but it's like on the back burner. You know, I'm not gonna do it for a while. My current project is Ori's, and that's gonna be a while. Like I'm not gonna like delude myself by wanting to do another different kind of game. So like I feel like he's too busy now. Like he like almost looks like a prisoner. No. There's like a little too much. I think I like it on the arms just because it splits it up nicely. Showdown, solo, duels, football, knockout, and bank robbery. Okay. So you got a few. So it's like solo showdown. And then how many players each? Yeah, I know, right? It gave like that prisoner look. I was like, maybe not. I was like, I'm not digging the prisoner look to it. I'm gonna grab some blue. And then what I'm gonna do, hold up. Not that color, obviously. I want to grab this just like temporarily. You're gonna see what I'm gonna do. And then I'll do it like around here. That's it. I just want to grab a white, but it's not like pure white, you know? There are 10 players in a map. So 5v5. Wow, that's a big map. That's like, it's more of a MOBA than a fighter, to be honest. The way you're describing it, it gives me more of a MOBA feel than a fighter. And then let's do the yellow. Let's do like I guess I can steal this guy's yellow. Right? We'll do the yellow and then we'll do like the blue, half blue in the eyes. Oops. I was like looking at it. I was like, no, I like leaked into it too much. And let's do this. And then let's grab this blue. This is what I'm thinking. We're doing like this. It's like a half and half. Right? Like this, kind of like this feel. I think this is good. Maybe in a spiritual context. He's a prisoner of something important to it. That could be interesting. Hey, story, welcome in. I wasn't too late, was I? No, it's only been 20 minutes. We still got a bit. We will be finishing it today, for sure. All right, so we got this one. Actually, which I'm happy with. He's very simple. He's very simple. He's the baby. He is a baby water. He's a water type, by the way, if you guys are curious. We were able to lock that in. He is a water type in my game. Like, if he was in the Ori's world, he'd be a water type. So he's very creative, which I'm curious. What is his creative outlet? You know, because like, for example, Jamito, he's also creative type. And like, you know, he's a water type. So he's very creative. His whole thing, or its whole thing, is shape-shifting. It likes to shape-shift in game. You'll actually find them. They'll be like shape-shifted into objects. So you'll be like walking around like, why does this vase look like gelatin? That's kind of like the feel I want for it. So then like you'll see them constantly shape-shifting into different things. Will be like a funny thing, a funny way of doing it. You have to go, have a wonderful day, Ripper. But I will continue working on my piece. So for this, this one obviously is like a lot. There is still the red, but we're gonna do a lot more of like this grayish, this like bluish. It's like a bluish gray. To be honest, we're gonna do a lot more of that. So let's add that in. Obviously, we're leaving the belly. We're leaving the belly. We're just like throwing it down for now. Actually, the feet are literally that color, so we don't even have to like necessarily throw it down. Starry with, wait, what is it? I don't know what that is. It's like a present. There's something in a present. You got a gift? Wait, is that a tablet? Did someone gift you a tablet? Like your parents or something? That's cool if they did. That's very generous and nice. But it looks like a tablet to me from like a glance. That's my guess. Am I right or am I totally off? Yo, threw a gift at a notebook? Nah, what is it? I can't tell. It looks like a little square with dots on it. What is that? Let me see on like what it looks like on YouTube then. On YouTube, it looks like a book. Oh, so somebody gave you a book. I was wrapping notebooks. Oh, wow. Okay, that's... No, I was wrapping notebooks. Took like 4 hours. Jeez, how many notebooks? How many notebooks were you wrapping? You're like 4 hours. I was like, that's a long time for just wrapping. Oof. Right, just wrapping, that's a long time. So I'm gonna grab this color. Yeah. So this is like a yellowish. That's a long time though. I'm not gonna lie, I would get so bored. Just wrapping 12 notebooks. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I could see that easily. Still, I mean, like, it's still good though. It's cool. I mean, were you doing something else while doing it, like watching TV or something? Usually, like when I'm doing something like that tedious, I'll watch TV, like in the background, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm gonna watch a show while I do other stuff. Oh, and name tags too. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. So you're just getting ready for school? You getting ready for the new school year? Is that what you've been doing then? Which is pretty cool that you are. We still have a bit. Like obviously Bingo just started summer. So she still has a bit until she has to get her stuff. Took breaks on each wrap. I'm kind of guessing you weren't like just rushing through. You took a break. Okay, yeah, I get you. That's cool though. I like it. I mean, it's very productive. So you're having a very productive day. Oh, you have school in 1 week. Oh, so you were on vacation. Okay. Yeah, no, Bingo just started her vacation. Yeah, like, so she started it, which is like she's like in the beginning of her summer. So you're at the end of yours. Okay. Funny enough, I missed the first day of school. Wait, why? Why'd you miss the first day? Or are you going, you mean you're going to miss the first day or what? Like, do you have like something planned that you have to miss? There we go. Like this guy's, it's funny because I barely added anything and it's already looking so different. You know? Another wedding. Oh, you have another. That's really funny. Just everyone wants to get married right now, I guess. Very lucky of them. They're like, yeah, let's get married. We need to invite Starry. No, yeah, like a wedding is clutch. I do feel like it's one of those things you need to go to. I mean, I guess you don't need to, but it is one of those things like, if your family's inviting you, you do feel like you need to go. I have to miss the first day for my friend's uncle's wedding. Friend's uncle's wedding. That, I mean, it sounds funny, but if you have close friends, they invited you. Yeah, of course. Why not? So he said he wanted the eyes to be red, right? Ooh, you know what we could do? Not sure if he wants this. Mr. Ghost, if you're still here, I don't know if you swapped over. We could do this. That'd be kind of interesting. And then do the blue in the eyes or the yellow. Keep the yellow in the eyes. I'm not sure. Or we could do the another thing. Hold up. Do yellow in the eyes, which also looks pretty nice, and then go to the red. Because I know you said you wanted the red eyes. Because that kind of looks nice too. If I'm being honest, this direction looks kind of cool. Like visually, it looks cool. And then adding the blue. It's not a lot of blue, but we could add some like in here. I think that like something like that could be cool. Or we could just have like the top be blue. So it's like half blue. There we go, guys. Like we literally got, well, it's not as rich, like it's not as rich as like the Romanian flag. The Romanian flag is very dark colors. Yeah, but visually it would look very odd if you actually put them in the eye, just because they're so dark. But I think something like this is kind of nice. It's a nice little balance to it. I'm making lifeguard themed deity. Guess what domain element does he control? Well, I was gonna say, Star, they probably would be water, but it would be funny if it was something else like fire, because I could totally imagine someone doing similar to Ace from like One Piece, where they had fire to jet, like to skate around. I don't know if you remember this. I don't know if you've ever seen One Piece, but Ace is like a fire guy. He would use fire to go like super fast on kind of like a surfboard. And I can totally imagine a fire character doing something like that. That'd be like really cool. You know? But obviously probably water. Water is probably like the typical one. Wind? Are you thinking wind then? Wind's not a bad one either. Just because of like, you know, like the windsurfing works amazingly well for any like ocean, you know, lifeguard kind of thing. You know, like that'd be cool. I could also imagine a earth type, like a rock type. That would be cool because I could totally imagine time. Oh, I would have never guessed that. Time, really? I mean, it works. I like it. I like it. So use freeze time. That'd be cool. That'd be cool, like freezing time. And it's like, okay, walk over, save them. And like, oh, I was just drowning a second ago. Like, yeah, I know, we saved you. You're good. Right? It's like, you're good now. What color is this? It's a yellow? That's silly. No, like I could totally imagine that, right? You could totally imagine a lifeguard freezes time. They walk over, they just pull you out of the water. Like, because obviously since it's time related, right? You could literally walk on water because water wouldn't be moving. Based on the sea of time, he guides people through the sea of time and protects them like a lifeguard. That's so cute. I love that. That is a very nice story. I like that. The sea. That is such an interesting, the sea of time. I never would have thought of that. That's very cool. I like that concept though. Like conceptually, I like that. So this is I'm a little off about, like now that I look at it. Like I almost want to add, like make it blue just for like the different colors. But you know, I'm like looking at this. I almost feel like I want to keep it like the blue spectrum. Just like a dark blue or something. I'm back. You're welcome back. I was actually kind of saying like for the wings, you want to keep this like the yellow color you're doing, which is okay. We can. I was just curious, like if you want to use your colors, your exact colors. You know, just because I was like thinking of, wait, what happened? Let me tell you some updates about my game. Ooh, yes, please do. You know, I love talking about games, especially games that you guys are making. If you guys are making games, please tell me. I love hearing about creative, you know, how creative you guys can be. You like it? You like the, yeah, okay. I was just making sure. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Right? There we go. And then I'm gonna do again. Oh no, I did not like that. That was just like really bad. Hold up. No. There we go. I'm trying to get like a nice clean art. There we look at that. I feel like this guy's looking a lot better. He's starting to look good. Starting to. Wait. The bone over here. Right? I do feel like he should have like a different color. We'll do that, and I'm thinking we could do like a lighter one. Right, let's mix in like a lighter one, like a scale or something. But like a scale, like one of these. Oh, like this. I kind of like this. Like visually, that's very interesting, right? I think that's interesting. Honestly, a lifeguard thing was an excuse to create a shark OC, but you know, it fills the hole for my other OC. That's funny. Hey, sharks are cool. Sharks are really cool animals. They're just like these like big water cats. A lot of people don't know that sharks. Obviously, I'm not telling you to do this. I'm not saying go pet a shark, but there are places in the world where you can go pet sharks. You know that? Because they actually really like when people touch them. Wait, I think it's so interesting. Yeah, it's looking pretty cool. So let's see, Mr. Ghost. So every character will have a max of 5 skins, 2 unlock, 2 epic, and 1 legendary. Okay. Wait. Oh, like you say, other than the regular. You're saying, so they're gonna have 6 total then, right, Mr. Ghost? Because you said 2 unlock, 2 epic, and 1 legendary. So meaning they have 6. They have 1 basic one. But no. So let's see. Every 5 lives, unlock a new move. But remember, you have only 4. Wait. So every 5 levels. Okay, every 5 levels. You said lives. I was like, lives. Like lives in the game. But no, levels you mean. Every 5 levels, you unlock a new move. You only have 4. Okay, which is fine. And you have super moves. Okay. You unlock the first super at level 10. And the next one at 20. Okay. So then supers, you unlock them every 10. That's not bad. That's actually not a terrible system. For empty space for moves. Okay. It sounds very interesting. I'm a little curious how this would look. I would love to see this. You know, like how your menu system would look for this. You know what I mean? On a screen, what would it look like? I'm curious. Let's do this. Yeah, something like that. And 1 super space. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would love to see how this would lay out though. Because I'm like imagining it, but I want to see what you would do. Okay, so it's like a big... There we go. Let's fill that up. I always find that annoying. I don't know if you see this. It always, like when you do this, always leaves this little like hairline. You know, it's a little frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, story, because my OC's name, Robert, has something small, some special about him. But, you know, I didn't really expand on that specially. So now he's a lamb from the time entity. Whoa. Lambs are basically avatars. Oh, that's very cool. They spread their religion. That is actually I like that concept of the lamb, because they use that a lot in spiritualism, because lambs are pure, you know, like that concept of like it's a pure entity and it's just like unaffected by things around it. So I like that concept. I really like that concept. You know, I don't know if you've seen, there's like a painting, an old painting of these wolves attacking a lamb, and the lamb like literally doesn't care. Have you seen that? You guys know what I'm talking about? You're like, I have no clue what painting this is, but it's okay. Yo, this guy looks so fun. Hey, Lava, welcome in. Hello, hello. Doing IPs. I'm making an Ori for my, like, Well, so I'm making Mr. Ghost OC as an Ori from my game. Let's see, story. Yeah, it represents humanity and Jesus being the herder. Yeah. No, I know what you're talking. You're right. I think you know what it is. The lamb painting with all the wolves biting onto it. It's very interesting. Mr. Ghost, I cut the max level by 50%. Like a character with a max level of 50 can unlock the legendary skin. Okay, yeah. For free, can't get it to before level 50. Okay. Yeah, because like, remember when you said 100, I was like, well, how far are you going to go in the game? Because it's so rare for people to actually go to level 100 in a game. It's like super rare. That's fun. Love the look. Reminds me of the blue dragon sea slug. A little bit. I know what you mean. No, like, so in my game, right? In my game, when creatures evolve, they so this is a water type, if you're curious. Water type, and evolves into a metal type. My characters are all like single types because it's just how it works. They don't, because it's based on emotions. It's not actually based on a typing. You know what I mean? Because they're all spirits in my game. But like, so this is OG Mr. Ghost as an Ori from my game. So his starts as like this little fish dude, and then when it evolves, I don't know what circumstances would make it evolve, because in my game there's no levels. There's no leveling. It's usually like a certain things you do that make them evolve, who want to evolve. So it'd evolve into this metal type fish with like multi limbs. He's actually like standing up, pretending to be a skeleton face. That's like the direction we went. So this is his OC. So it's like a dark angel, right? He's like a dark angel, and then I reinterpreted it as like this fish dude he's pretending like he's like a false skeleton face, right? But he's a fish. He's like a fish dude. He has like metal powers, which I think will be very fun. We can get to level 100 in free play mode, aka multiplayer. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. If it evolves, if it's near death, it evolves. That's my idea for it. So it's near death. So it would probably be very easy to evolve then, Mr. Ghost. You know what I mean? It just seems like being near death seems like very easy to achieve. Like, it's fine if it was like, if that's like your concept. Just for example, for like Jamito, right? Jamito, which is like the cat. For it to evolve, it actually has to do, it actually has to save a creature. Like, it has to save like a person or a creature multiple times. You know, I was like thinking maybe like five times, something like that. So if you have a Jamito on your team, you do like missions that are like saving other Oris or saving people, then it would evolve. It would want to evolve into a Pasteleon, which is like a protector type character. So it starts as like a playful, creative character, then it evolves into a strong protector. And lava, that's pretty great. It makes a better cuz biological creatures don't have to now defined by the levels like the device. Yeah, no, yeah, like there is. It's just how it works. If it destroys 3 other Ori, okay. Oh, okay. So you're saying it has to defeat 3 of the same one? Oh, I like that. Okay, that works. I could totally imagine that. So you would have to defeat 3 of these, like the baby versions, and then it would become a big version. Like saying, I'm the best of all of this. That kind of concept. I like that. It's similar to B Sharp. In Pokemon B Sharp, you need to defeat, like you have to like collect these little shards, like blade shards. Yes, or 2 big ghost stories. Oh, okay. I see that. I can see that. That'd be cool though. I like it. See, like something like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's fun, and it's like a little unique because a lot of people might not know. Because I want that when people play my game, they're like, wait, how do I evolve this dude? Like, I saw a bigger version. How do I do that? And I want people to figure it out. Like, yes, obviously, as soon as someone figures it out, they're going to tell their friends. But I think it's kind of fun. That's going to be fun. Like, figuring it out. Like, oh, how do I evolve these guys? You don't actually know. They're not like animals. They're spirits. Okay, so we've got the flats. We've done the flats. Now let's actually start the shadows, right? The shadows. and do an overlay. You know, I love doing the overlay. Do the purple. I like doing like a darkish purple for my overlays. And what am I, like 100? Let's see. That actually kind of like works spot on. I don't even have to like change anything. But let's go like a little darker. I think this is gonna be good. Right? And like this guy is like shiny. I imagine him being shiny at least. So he's gonna have like a lot more contrast. So let's do a little bit of like a blend. Not too much, because I just mentioned he's gonna be shiny. Like a slugma. What do you mean? How do you this guy? This dude, he's like liquidy. I don't know what the liquid would be consistent of, but you said I'm assuming like his actual original character's blood. It's like a bloody character. So I imagine it would be similar, like a thick liquid. Right? I think that's like the direction you were going with, Mr. Ghost, when you design your characters like blood-like. Or is it just like straight up blood? Hey, Salty, if another motorcycle. Wait, if anything, motorcycle personas could work strangely well. Wait, what do you mean? You lost me. You just came in with like motorcycle personas? What is a motorcycle persona? Would it be a persona if it was straight blood? Is insane. Yeah, I know, right? These are spirits either way, so it wouldn't be actual blood if it was. He's just like emulating blood. Let's do this. He's very cute. I like this character. He came out very cute. Oh. I'm like thinking, actually. Yeah, let's just like blend that a little bit. No, he looks so tired now. No, well, actually, I don't mind this one, the little dot. The little dot next to the eye, I don't mind. But like the other one, he made him look super tired. Right? I was like, I don't know about that. Now he's depressed. No, right? He looked a little depressed there. I just realized something too. Hold on, let me fix that. As I was doing it. There we go. Go back to the color. Now let's do the shadow for this one. So like the inside, this is like his belly. You know, his belly is very much faking a mouth. Which I think is such a fun concept, that the tail and the belly faking a mouth. I could totally imagine a creature doing that. It's like, oh, this is my big scary mouth. Because I do have another one, which is like a rat, where like it's a bunch of rats that hold onto each other's tails and they pretend to be a large serpent. That is an Ori. You can't actually befriend that one though. That one's just an enemy. That is an enemy Ori. They do not befriend you. That's why like I have it like some just will not befriend you. Which I can imagine some people might get frustrated with that, but it's just like the choice I decided to do. You can't always befriend everybody. You know, some just don't want to be your friends. Wait. One moment, guys. I think my car is beeping. One moment. Let me pause it. All right, I'm back. No, like I think it just like turned on like temporarily, just because they're like cutting the grass outside. You know what I mean? So I think they just got like too close to the car and it made it turn on the alarm or something. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Actually, no. I'm looking at this. This is like downwards, so like the whatever lighting we have would be underneath. Like it would be like above. So this would be all shadowy. Now that I think about it. Yeah. Do you have a shark Ori? Not yet. I don't have it drawn. Not yet, Starry. I do have a dolphin Ori drawn, but I don't have a shark yet. You know, there are sharks in the Caribbean because they are all, like I said, they're all based in the Caribbean. But I do have a dolphin already drawn. If you like, I do have it. But the shark, I do have like the idea, but I haven't done it yet. When I do have it, I will obviously share it. Because right now I kind of like locked in, like, okay, I don't want to like get into that like pipeline of just like, okay, I'm gonna do all 108. Like, no, I want to do like a chunk, like 20, right? I want to make 20, and then I'm gonna like make them all in 3D. I have a few in 3D already, but right now I'm a little more focused on getting the character moving in the engine. You know what I mean? But that is one that I do, that like I have like written out. Like there's another one I have written out, which is like a kite. It's like based on a kite. I was thinking about drawing it the other day, and I was like, no, I'm gonna stick with the idea of like trying to just like lock in on the ones I have already, get those going, get them nice and going. There we go. Lock these in there, like that. Like these guys are fun. I think this is like a fun one. It's funny because I was actually thinking, when I do finish, you know, my first game, you know, with Ori's, when I finish it, what other places would I do afterwards? You know, because like obviously it would, from the Caribbean, it would go to other places. And I was like, okay, like from the Caribbean, after the Caribbean, where would I go? And I was like, well, probably Brazil is another one I'd be interested in. And then I was thinking, you know what, realistically, I think Philippines would be on the list. You know what I mean? Philippines would be on the list of places I would probably consider for expanding the Oris. You know, like realistically. Hey, it's me, Ryan. Oh, it is. It is. You haven't been on for a bit. But yeah, I was just like thinking about that. Like literally I was thinking, where would I expand it from after the Caribbean? I was like, I know Brazil is one I want to do for sure. You know, like, because it, like I said, you know, like Orisha, Taino, Yoruba, I want like those, like that's like the main focus of Oris. But I was thinking like after I get to a point, I'd probably want to expand into other things that are semi-relative. You know what I mean? And then I was like thinking, I was like, well, maybe like, because like, okay, so it's like the Orishas, just so you know, Orishas, there are Orishas and Taino stuff. Obviously all the Caribbean, the Orishas also go to Brazil, and then I think Western Africa specifically. And oh, I've mentioned my real name's Slaybean. If you want, you can check out my video. I have a video, my 500 sub video. I do mention my real name. So if you want, you can check that out. And let's see, let's drop this. So yeah, if you want to see my real name, I do mention it in that video. Your watch video, my 500, when I got to 500 subs. Yeah, like when I got to 500 subs, I did a video saying thank you guys, and I do mention my real name there. I was at an event. I need to see when I can go to my next event, which I'm excited for that. But currently right now, I have like too many things like I have to like deal with, like adulting. You know what I mean? I have to adult right now, so I can't be going to any events. Let's do this. There we go. There's like a few out, like there's a few I have in mind that I want to go to. So I have to see when I can go again. It's expensive. You know what I mean? It is expensive to sign up for these events. It's not just like, oh, I'm going to sign up. No. It's money. I have to pay money, and for the most part, I don't really make money from it. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I sold a few things when I went. You know, but like the last event I went, oof, that was awful. I didn't get nobody bought, like, I think I've sold like, what I sell? So like 2 things, You know what I mean? I saw like 2 things the last event I went to. It was also a bad event for me. It was a collector's con, like a collection event, and I was like, oh, okay, that's not too far. I was like looking at events I wanted to go to, like try at different events, and I looked and I was like, oh, I was like, there's one in like a city that's not too far from me. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you so much, Ryan. This guy looks cool. Could be a ghost. No. Yeah, right? I mean, if it was like a Pokemon or something, it'd be like probably a ghost type. For sure. Let's do this, that. Do like this, I'm thinking. Yeah. We're adding like the little shines, obviously. And then we'll do it the other one too, of course. We're still at the first. Don't forget to add the front POV. Yeah, we could do that. It will be like, it won't be like a full-on color though. You know what I mean? That will be more of like a sketchy version. You know what I mean, Mr. Ghost? And then I'm gonna do like in the belly too. Just like the belly area will have some shine. Just because like I imagine it like, so you could see it. It's like, oh, he's like, oh, it's like kind of like angry. It's from far away, you could definitely see it. You could definitely see the vibe. And let's do it to this guy. He's actually looking so cute. Like I like him. Like he looks good. He looks good. Like he works. He definitely works. Wait, is it Ryan? Slaybean. No, that's not my name. You could just watch the video. I literally say the video in the beginning. I literally say in the beginning. You know? He's very swaggy. No, right? He got that swag. He's like, yeah. I was like, I got this. Actually, I'm gonna erase a little bit of the shadow. Just because I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I don't like it there. There we go. And no, wait. I'll like blend this a little bit better. Like looking at it. And actually, no, you know what I want to do? I'm going to erase some of this down here. Just as I'm looking at it, doesn't really make sense. This would be like shiny. This bit. I'm going to blend that. And then let's add the shiny bit down here. I like that. Oh, yeah, this is going to be like way nicer. Yeah, it gave it like a nice little glow to it. I just say you just gotta watch the video. I literally say it when in the intro when I say bienvenido, welcome. I don't say Oni Boi. I say my name. Giving the shadow a shadow. Yeah, right. I'm giving the shadow a shadow. No, but I literally say my name. I do. I'm not like pretending. Right, there we go. I'm giving like little shadow from the hands. There we go. Let's see. Oh wait, Ryan, hey Delirium, I have a life hack that saved my mom. If you're homeless, just buy a house. I don't hear it. Well, I'm sorry, Slaybean. True, you could just buy a house if you don't have one, my friend. That is a clear hack right there, sir. And then let's do the finishing touches. Oh, and then we're gonna do the doodle on top, obviously, the very end. And let's do this. I like these little shines. You know what I do? No, I don't like that one. Can you just tell me? No, rather not, because I do like the disconnect of the cartoon character and like the actual human. You know what I mean, Slaybean? I do like the disconnect because I that's why I don't say it as a cartoon character. But as a person, I was like, that's fine. That's what was like me showing my face. I was like, yeah, I don't mind showing my face, but I do like them disconnected. I think you do, Mr. Ghost. Like, you probably remember it. I don't mind if you want to say it. It's just I like them being disconnected. You know what I mean? I like, Oni Boi being like, or Mr. Ghost. Like I imagine you like yours separate too, right, Mr. Ghost? Nah, use Google, guys. Wait, why would you use Google? Just tell you right now, it's not a common name, I guess. It's actually a French name. Like this. There we go. Does it actually say it on Google? Now that I think about it, is it in the video that we did? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Slave. It's in the 500 subscribe. That one. It's literally in the beginning. Instead of saying bienvenido, my name is, like bienvenido is Oni Boi, I say my real name. Which is funny because my fiance, like when I did it, she was like, "Oh, you're gonna use your real name?" I was like, "Yeah." Hey, microwave, welcome in. Yes, it does. It sounds very similar. If you look up Oni Boi, your channel pops up. Really? It does? It pops up? That's awesome. You look up Oni Boi, my channel pops up. That's awesome. How you doing, microwave? We're just finishing up this piece. These are creatures. This is, if you're curious what I'm doing, I am making Mr. Ghost. Mr. Ghost is in the chat. Mr. Ghost as an Ori. Oris are creatures from my video game. I'm working on action adventure video game, heavily inspired by Greek mythology. Wait, can somebody? Wait, really? Oni Boi XC's on the top. That's hilarious. That's so funny. I have the name for them. Can you put them above your head? Tobin the Turd. You have the names for them? Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Wait, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Let me do. I want to do like a purple. Yeah, let's do purple. For the thing I do sometimes. I like adding these, where it's like this little, like a rim light, like a shadowy rim light. Or well, yeah, I think the purple's the better one. Just for your colors, I think purple is the better one. And like that. I'm gonna add a little bit more. And let's add it to. I'm gonna go back and like over them again. And let's do the inside of the hand a little bit, under the chin, and under the hair. And then let's blend this up. Not like a lot, but like a little bit. Mainly the edges is what I want to blend. Right? It's got like this like a little underglow. There we go. Yeah, I know you joined the end. I'm so sorry. There we go. And then like tomorrow will be a dev stream. So it's funny because you're going to be microwave. You're going to be joining on a dev stream. Dev streams where I work on my video game. So I work on my video game and you get to see updates and what I've been doing. And on Twitch. Yes, I am also on Twitch. It's a slightly different on Twitch. On Twitch, I have it as the portrait version. All right, what do you guys think? I think he looks pretty fun. And then let's actually I want to add the what's it called? The little doodle. Just so like the front facing version, you know what I mean? And I'll do like the pencil, front facing. So the front facing version, just so you know what it would look like. So be kind of like this, right? He's got like his eyes closed. He's got like this going on. And then like this kind of like a little pointy thing. And then the nose, like this thing, kind of look like this. Right? And then he's got like this shape. And then his tail kind of goes like this. So he's got like this going on, and then the hands like the front hands. Here, little wings, the feet in the bottom, where the feet kind of like fray out and like to pretend to be feet. So he's got like this vibe going on. And let's see. He's got the 3. And then like at the eyes. There, okay, this is kind of like, I'm gonna color it just so you guys can see what it looks like. Hey, what's up? Welcome in. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Milk. Oh no, that's, oh no, wait, you're oh, that's your Twitch one. Oh, okay. Why does that name seem familiar though? Microwave. Guys, we have a Shady Fish and Ghost Munch. Is that the name? Shady Fish and Ghost Munch? That's so cute. That's actually a really fun name. I like those names. Wait, I'm gonna color them too. Hold up. I'm gonna do the colors. Let's grab that color. And wait, I'm like looking at the colors. I like, for a moment, I like got lost. You know what I mean? Like visually, I got lost. So here's the color. Here's that color. Wait. Oh no, I messed up. Okay. Let's make another one. That's what I want to do. I want to do this. One moment, just so you can see what it looks like. You said like the front facing version, what would it look like? The feet. Right? It looks like this. If he was like looking at you straight on, this is the color he would look like. And it goes like that. And then the skeleton face. He's obviously, he has like his eyes closed, so it emulates it a little more. So you'd be like this. Like this guy would freak you out if you saw him because he's pretty big. He's not like little. He's not like a little dude. Kind of like this, and then you got like little edges. So like if you saw this dude in the dark, he would freak you out. Wait, yeah, we all got the microwave at home. This is just my Twitch user got a problem. No. That's what I was supposed to say. I feel like I've seen someone else with the name Milk. You know, it's like a lot of people come in with similar names. Not gonna lie, I do see a lot of similar names come in, and I feel like Milk, I've seen that one before. Yeah, you see this thing, you run. You look at it, and he looks creepy. Right? He's literally the eyes, right? So he's got like this going on. Just like if you want to see, I guess I could outline it a little better, just so you can see it. And then he's got like this vibe going on. See? So he's got like this look to him. And you could easily imagine it's like this giant head coming at you. What kind of game am I making? I'm making an action adventure game heavily inspired by Caribbean mythology, where you go island to island helping people and creatures, and the creatures help you out too. So it's, imagine like kind of like Zelda, but we got like Pokemon. It's also another good example would be like Kingdom Hearts, but probably less floaty. So like Kingdom Hearts, but instead of Donald and Goofy, you get spiritual characters. But yeah, like tomorrow I will be doing a devlog. So that would be nice. You get to see that if you'd like. But yeah, this is the gist of the characters. What was the names you gave him? You gave them. Zeldamon, kind of like a little bit like a Zeldamon. Think of it that way. But like in one of the major things in the game, the creatures are more like your friends. You don't actually, they're not your pets. They could leave. They could actually leave your party, or they could, what's it called? Like sometimes you're like, oh, I'm going to go do this adventure. and they're not available. They'll actually be like, oh no, I'm gonna go to town. I don't know, I'm gonna do something. And you're like, okay, so depending on the level of friendship you're gonna have in the game, is more likely they'll be available to go on adventures with you. So that's like one of the bigger parts in the game. Also, they learn their own moves. You don't teach them moves. Just like doing certain adventures will make it more likely that they'll learn certain types of moves. Like if you do a lot of battling, they're more likely to learn battle moves. That's why I was actually waiting for the names. I need to do a subathon playing this, right? Oh, that'd be so sick. It's still early though. I'm sorry. I mean, like I still got a while. So Shady Fish and Ghost Munch. Wait, let's write that down. Right, let's see. It was Shady. Wait, hold up. You said this one's Shady Fish. Shady Fish, and then this one is gonna be Ghost Munch. That's really fun. I like these. These are very fun characters. All right, let's see. Is that a cup of OJ? Where? This dude? No, there's a little drum. These are okay. I'll show you. These are some of the Oris from my game. If you're curious, I do have some already 3D modeled. These are not the 3D modeled ones. If you say you have time, wait. Make the text look cool. I mean later. I'm actually about to wrap it up. But no, like see, these are some of them. This is Fin Spin. This one's Klakiko. This one's like it's a metal type. If you're curious in the game, I have 5 types. The types on the top: the metal, fire, water, wind, and earth. Those are the 5 types. And then this is Fin Spin. It's like very diligent. Practices constantly. Like you'll see, I imagine them in the actual game. You're gonna see them throwing these like little spinny tops. They're like coral, but they actually like practice using them as weapons. So you'll see them constantly spinning them on the beach or wherever, sometimes in town. And then these guys, these are a wind type. This is like a crab. It actually evolves from a ground type. You know, so like this guy, he's very like free form. He loves like playing music. He's very chaotic though. He's like a big crab. Like if you were comparing like human size, a human would probably be like this big. So he's like a big dude. You know, like this dude's huge. This guy, you know, this one's a lot smaller. I would say he's probably like this size. The fish is a lot shorter. But I am going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. That was really fun. I always appreciate getting to do these fun streams with me. Oh, so Ghost is 7.9 feet tall. That's pretty tall. That's about almost 8 feet. And it works. It works. It works because like the fins and stuff. I can totally see that. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much, OG, Mr. Ghost, Flopix, Milky Lad. Let me see. I like going through saying goodbye to everybody who actually participated. Microwave. Well, that's just you, Milky Lad. Slay Bean. Starry Story. And I know there's more. There are a few more. Ripper also was here for a while. And looking through. I'm like, look through it. Oh, Breakfast. Breakfast was also here for a while. Colossal. I hope they figured out whatever they were trying to do. They were asking for help, and I was like, I'm not really into playing those kind of games. Lava Tyrant was also here for a bit. Thank you so much for hanging out. Salty Pretzel. And Ryan's Project, which was very nice for you to hang out with us. You were gone for a while. Like you had been here very frequently, but you kind of stopped, which is okay. Everyone has things to do, and these are nice little bonus things. We get to hang out, talk about games, draw doodles. You guys get to show me stuff on Discord and YouTube sometimes, But either way, I hope to see you all very soon. See you next time. Goodbye.